Let's move on to Eagles at Redskins. You know how much we all enjoy hearing Donnie break down these Eagles games. Open Eagles -7. Now a mix of -7s and -6.5. Total open at 42. It's pretty much stayed there, but Pinnacle's hanging at 41.5. The Eagles need the Vikings to lose to the Bears to have a chance at the postseason. If the Vikings lose to the Bears, all Philadelphia has to do is beaten up Redskins team. This team is just dealing with injury after injury after injury all season long. We know that Wallace is going to be out for Week 17, and we also know that Donnie can give us the latest info on what's going on with this Eagles squad. It seems like things are rolling. It seems like Foles is playing great football. Are the Eagles going to cover this easily, Donnie?
No, the Eagles are not going to cover this. The Eagles will win this football game, but they're not going to cover it easily. I liked the Eagles last week, had the Eagles, bet the Eagles. I thought they were in a great spot versus Houston, and now I think they're still in a pretty good spot. But let's take a look at what the Eagles' MO is over the year, right? Look at last week. Absolutely dominated Houston. You're up 13 points late in that football game with the football and 2nd and down from midfield about to break the back of Houston, and you drop the football on the ground, and then Jim Schwartz goes into us. We know you're going to score defense, but we're going to try to slow you down, which never works, which means we want you to slow down. So instead of scoring in 40 seconds, you score in 55 seconds. They collapsed and almost lost the game, which leads me into believe with this. If you're going to lay 7, and it's still a division game, it's still on the road, I think the Eagles are going to win, but I don't want to be caught in Jim Schwartz's we're up double digits late. I don't care if you score on this drive because laying 7 means you better be up 14 to at least get a push. Eagles win this football game, but if it's 7, I don't think they cover here, Jimmy, but I do think they win.
Wow, interesting breakdown. What are you thinking about this total?
Total in this game, I mean, you're looking at what, 41.5? It's so low. Now, in the last football game, you saw the Eagles absolutely murk the Washington Redskins, but that had every bit to do with, Colt McCoy being in the football game and then going away to Mark Sanchez, who you saw the following versus the Giants. Shouldn't even be in football at this point. They're getting a little bit of spark from Johnson at quarterback, but I do think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring. I think Washington's going to come to play on defense. I think the Eagles can hold this offensive effort down. I wouldn't bet the under, but I think it's leaning towards the under this type of game.
Interesting breakdown. Tasha Mayhew says, I believe the Eagles will cover. Foles is coming in prepared. My man Triple Beams joining us. Tomarino Tomar says, Foles is playing well, but now he has to go on the road against a solid defense. Tomar is saying this team has rallied around the Eagles, but this is the first good defense Foles has faced this year. Casey Koenig says, Mahomes MVP last stand. Oh, about the Chiefs game. Sorry. And then Nico says, love the Skins at +7.5. And Tasha also liking the under 41. Whale Capper, what are you thinking here? Are you backing what Donnie's saying?
It makes sense to me. And at this point, I got to start listening a little bit more closely to his opinions about the Philadelphia Eagles. Really, the last 12 months have been kind of an extended Nick Foles picking my pocket. I'm going to say I'm on like an 0-5 run betting against Nick Foles, maybe more even. Maybe if it goes back even to his previous stints before he was an Eagles backup. I just can't win against this guy. I don't know if it's personal. I don't know if I did something to him in another lifetime, but whatever the case is, if I pick a side on this one, it will be guaranteed to lose. So I guess for the listeners, I'm not actually going to bet this, but I'll say Eagles cover this one, and you can do with that information whatever you will. As far as the total goes, I agree with Donnie. The under is a decent look here. And this is another one I have circled to see if this one's out of hand at halftime. You could see a nice, if it's on pace to go over, especially, you might see a nice looking second half number to bet under. And to give that one a little bit more flesh, we generally see second half totals week 17 around 21, and they've been coming in on average about 19. So those are the key numbers that I tend to look for. I'm not betting anything under 19. And if you're giving me a second half total in the 21 to 23 range, then and the game's out of hand, and that's a nice looking number for me.
Interesting breakdown. And the more I think about it, I'm a little bit surprised of Donnie's angle here, but I love hearing it. My man Jay Ryan, also in Philly, says, Eagles ride, baby. This is too easy. Casey Koenig says this Eagles team has looked fired up. This is their grand finale, and Foles is trying to show his worth. Very interesting. Tasha Mayhew's final score, Philly 26, Redskins 9. This is very, very interesting. Very interesting. And we know this Redskins team is just getting no offense at all. League and Lee saying Redskins have only scored 16 points or less in the last 4 weeks. Interesting game. Very interesting breakdown. Let's move on to...
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.